Hey, how you doing there again, folks? Me again, of course, Brandon Wenzel. Come back at you, another offering off my sampler platter. Yes, indeed, folks, sampler platter video series of videos I've been doing for a while now. We're going over there, try out food and drink items. I eat the stuff, I drink stuff, and folks, I'm going to talk about the stuff. I'm going to let you know all that you need to know about hopefully delicious stuff that at the end of the day, folks, or at the time that I'm doing this, rather, not at the end of the day, I may or may not be going over there and reviewing something pineapple-related, and y'all know how much I love some pineapple. But anyway, I'm inside my vehicle, as you can clearly see. It's the time I'm doing this. It's January. It's unseasonably warm. It's a little concerning, but we're going to take it. We're going to run with it. It's a nice overcast day, which I'm personally a big fan of. I don't get along with the sun. Sun doesn't get along with me. But we keep our distance. Several million miles, I'm sure. But anyway, on top of that, folks, I am wearing a cool shirt. When I wear a cool shirt, I like to highlight the shirt. What cool shirt am I wearing, folks? I'm still wearing my Boom Soul Share shirt. If you watch my videos, you know that I like to wear cool shirts, and I do these in batches, so Soul Share shirt's going to be one for about like 4 or 5 of these videos. What the hell is Soul Share? Soul Share, they, like I've said in my previous videos, they were a local band who I was fortunate enough to go over there and see perform live a number of times. I actually have some videos on this very channel of those performances. Extremely good dudes, extremely talented musicians. I mean, seriously, like, genuinely thought extremely highly of these guys. Still do. You know, nothing against them now. They're just no longer doing music the way they were, or at least not as a cohesive unit. But I love these guys. If any of them happen to see these videos, love you guys. Hope y'all are doing well. Maybe let's get a Soul Share reunion going at some point, I'm just saying. But anyway, what am I trying for y'all today, folks? Well, I'm going to try a pineapple thing because it's boom! Yeah, it is. It's Mexican. It's de la Calle Tepache fermented beverage of Mexico. It's pineapple spice traditional. Hola, for generations, Tepache, a fermented probiotic drink made with pineapple rind and unique blend of aromatics and spices, has been served and savored throughout Mexico. Hooray, Mexico! Or Mexico. Store refrigerated. Enjoy at Tepache's or simply sipped out of a bag with a straw. I don't want to pour it into a bag. There are hundreds of Tepache variations that differ from region to region. Delicare offers a traditional Tepache recipe using pineapples and turbinado sugar. Turbinado sugar! We also have zesty flavors like orange, turmeric, mango, chili, and tamarind citrus created by our team from Mexico. So I got this from Whole Foods, if you couldn't tell. It's fermented, it's probiotics, certified organic. I found this in, like, they have a little freezer section just for kombucha stuff, and this was in there. I'm hoping it's not kombucha. I've had pineapple kombucha before. It's one of the few pineapple things I didn't like in my entire life. So I'm hoping this will be better. I actually noticed it because they had like a more interesting flavored one. It was pineapple, so I had to go with pineapple. If this isn't if it isn't a kombucha thing, then maybe I'll try the other one. But let's see how this goes, folks. Let's see how it goes. I don't want to drink it out of a bag. Ooh. Initially, I was super happy because it was like this wonderful fresh pineapple smell. And I was like, oh my God, that's fantastic. And then it became smelly weird. Oh, that's smelly weird. Oh man, that smells worse than the freaking Zoa energy drink stuff that The Rock is hawking. Oh. I'm guessing this is some sort of kombucha crap. Let's give it a shot, folks. Pineapple save me. Pineapple save me. Oh. Oh, okay. That is a lot of flavors and experiences. Some of which are enjoyable. Some of which are not. That is a roller coaster of flavor, folks. It's ups and downs and all kinds of things. Now, here's the only problem. I'm not a roller coaster guy, folks. I'm a very bland individual when it comes to a lot of aspects of my life. Top of that, I hate heights, man. I don't do fucking roller coasters. I did the Raging Bull one time, back when it was still the biggest roller coaster in the world. I don't think it is anymore. Did it one time during my 8th grade graduation. They took us all to Disneyland. Me and a group of 3 of my friends, they convinced my fat ass to go over there and get up on the Raging Bull. They're like, do it, man! I did that, and then I stayed my ass on the ground the entire rest of the goddamn trip, because I wasn't having that again. This is weird. I almost like it. But it's so weird. It's not like a soda. It's not like a soda at all. I think the only thing that is keeping this somewhat palatable for me is the pineapple aspect of it. I think if it didn't have that going for it to sort of keep it in the realm of things I like, I don't think I would be a very big fan of this at all. It's weird. It's like really strong in flavor. I will say that if you're a fan of this. So like even the pineapple flavor, like it's not a sweet pineapple flavor because I guess it's like fermented and shit. It's a very deep pineapple flavor. Like if you took the core essence of the pineapple flavor, but you got rid of the sweetness, that's what it would taste like. Because it's not a very sweet drink at all. It's more bitter than it is anything. And I'm not a big fan of bitter drinks. Now, I'm not saying it's hugely bitter. Like, I've had some really bitter drinks that are just, ugh. But it's just weird. Like, it's, especially what with it being fermented, it almost feels more like a pineapple liquor than it does, like something like a pineapple soda. And I don't think, I mean, it's fermented. I don't know if there's, I don't think there's any, it's vegan and stuff. I don't think there's any, like, alcohol aspect of it or anything like that. But it's just, it's, when you ferment flavors, you, like, condense the flavor of them, and it just, it's weird. I don't think I like it very much. But I'll say this, first and foremost, it is better than the pineapple kombucha that I had the one time. That was a fucking travesty. This is more tolerable. I think I will finish this. But like initially you get sort of a pineapple hit, and it's like, okay, very quickly it goes away though, because like I said, it's just that core taste of the pineapple. It's not, none of the sweetness. You don't ever get to that sweetness. Then it's this like semi-sweet, semi-bitter sort of thing, like, 'cause it's not fully bitter, but it's definitely not sweet. And then it just kind of drops off at a certain point near the end, and it becomes like a whole other thing. Excuse me. I mean, alright. 2 questions have to be asked. Would I get it again? Would I recommend it? No. And kinda. So here's the thing. I don't think I would get this again. But I will say this. I think that if I had enough of these, it would grow on me. Because there's something to it. And again, it's probably just my very devout love of pineapple that's trying to push me through and trying to somehow wrap my brain around this and make it good. But I can kind of go with it. It's not repulsive or anything. It's just very weird. And it hits a lot of flavor notes that I'm not familiar with and I'm not particularly partial to. Because, you know, I don't like bitter stuff, really. But it's not so bitter that it's unreasonable. I can kind of go with it. And the pineapple aspect that is there is what kind of builds me through. But the thing is that if I want something pineapple related, I want it to taste pineapple related. And I wouldn't say that this exactly tastes pineapple related. There's a pineapple aspect to it, but yeah, I can't see myself going over there and buying more of these to build my palate to an extent where I would enjoy this, when I just have other options available that are pineapple related that I like a lot more. But I don't outright hate it. I will say that much. There's something to it. I do appreciate the complexity of the beverage. If nothing else, it's interesting as hell tasting, which is good. It's not boring, but I just don't think it's quite for me. Now, in terms of if I would recommend it to other people, that entirely depends on the type of person you are. If you're already like a health food person, maybe you're already kombucha-y and stuff like that, maybe this might be something to go over there and try for you. I genuinely cannot say. As much as this is pineapple, I am not the market for this. But there are people who are, and it might be even something. Maybe you can mix it with something. I really don't know. Well, apparently it's only 45 calories. Like, I don't think this is a bad product. I just think that for me, is not for me. But I could see it being for other people. But anyway, folks, that's going to do it for me on this one. 5 things before I get out of here. Have yourself a great rest of your day, spectacular rest of the week, monumental rest of month, stupendous rest of your year, and folks, you can go over there and have yourselves a truly pineapple-tastic rest of your life, but not that kind of pineapple-tastic. I'm talking like real pineapple-tastic. Okay, like I'm talking like the proper stuff, where it's nice and it's fresh and it's juicy and it's wonderful and it's one of the best things ever. That's the life I want you to have. Final 2 things, folks. Number 1, try to bring some positivity in the world. It's not always possible. It is, however, always appreciated, but we do if we can't do it all the time. I know I can't do it all the time. Here's what you do, folks. You try not to be an asshole. Now, that's not always the easiest thing in the world to do, folks, especially when we're being lured in by a delicious pineapple, and then we get weird stuff that makes us question things about ourselves. But even in circumstances like that, you know, things in life can be very stressful, very distressing. Take a step back, try to mitigate the level of assholes in our lives, hopefully do better for ourselves and for those around us. Very final thing, folks, do the thing. Whatever the thing is for you, that's what I want you to go out and do. Folks, maybe you're going to go over there and you're going to get yourself some Calle, Tepache, fermented what the fuck ever. And maybe like me, you're going to be a little bit weirded out by it. But maybe unlike me, you're willing to push through. You're willing to go over there and go the distance. You're going to go over there, you're going to buy yourself up like a 24-pack of this stuff, right? You're going to drink 1 a day. And you're not just going to, you're going to go through a whole Rocky montage, okay? You're going to go over there, you're going to be doing push-ups with 1 hand, you're running up some steps, you're going to get yelled at by a little old guy. It's going to be a whole thing. And at the end of the day, you're going to have 6-pack abs, and you might even go over there and like this stuff. Maybe. Or conversely, just go over there and get yourself something pineapple-related that tastes like fucking pineapple. Bye!